to lovers of occult. I'm Thea. In this episode, we talk about angels. What are these angels? How to summon them? What request can be made from them? What are the different rings of angels? Of course, when I say angels, I am talking about God of Abrahamic religion's agents. Every god of the fifth dimension has agents who act in the fourth dimension and can act as mediators for the beings of lower dimensions. Angels have a total of 9 groups that are in 3 rings. As these rings move away from God, the powers of these angels decrease. The illiterate spellcasters who write many spells for others, such as the inks around which the names of Michael and Israfil and Azrael and Gabriel are written, know nothing of angelology. This is one of the pure disciplines of the Catholic Church and the disciplines of hidden spiritual sciences that are not available to the public. A series of selected priests center these disciplines and proceed in research and investigation to communicate and control these angels. The first circle, the closest circle to God, known as the Circle of Advisors. There are 3 groups of angels in it. The name of the most powerful is Seraphim. These angels have 6 wings and big eyes. Their whole body is covered except for the face, and they constantly mention the word holy, and the way they are summoned is with the word holy. The next group is the Cherubim, who are sought after by spiritual masters who understand angelology because they are the guardians of magical instruments and possess divine knowledge, such as Raphael, whom uneducated spellcasters have never heard of. The next group is thrones, like big wheels that rotate inside each other and are full of eyes, known as divine chariots. And these angels are used to move God between dimensions and are responsible for determining yin and yang. One of the things that God injects into the third dimension is something called good and evil, and these thrones are accountable for distinguishing good from the bad. The next circle, which is a little further away and is known as the rulers, the most powerful of them are the dominions, who are in charge of the middle management of duties and orders and distribute assignments from the higher classes to the lower classes among the angels of God, like Ezekiel or the Vichus, who they are described as luminous forms and are responsible for miracles. Anyway, Christianity is based on these miracles and the reliable sources that refer to the existence of God. These are the miracles that have happened throughout history, and these lazy angels, who should have brought much more than this miracle, recorded a few miracles in human history. The last group in this circle is the powers, the angels of birth and death, an intermediate group between the second and third circles. Azrael is also in this circle. Those who think Gabriel is much stronger than Azrael know nothing about spiritual sciences. And the last circle, the circle of messengers, and the lowest of these dogs and agents of God are the principalities, which can be said to be God's supervisors and responsible for taking care of the order of subordinate beings. Bots conquer lower beings like humans, and a moderator is placed on top of humans who can educate humans. These angels are principalities and are responsible for God's policies, or it can be said that they are responsible for God's religions. The next category is archangels, these people who work in spiritual sciences and think they know something. They believe they are the most potent angels, while in the penultimate category, that is, they are 8 out of 9, and they are among the weakest, which are wild dogs of God and oppressive forces. Sun soldiers are warriors of God. Among the archangels, I can mention Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael. The next category is the angels themselves, which are the ordinary zero soldiers. That is, The ninth category out of 9 categories is the last and lowest category of them. The angels that you see in holy books are mentioned as beautiful white-winged creatures that even have human form. These same zero soldiers, white-faced, are messengers from beyond. That is, these angels convey the message of higher classes to the lowly beings of lower dimensions, such as humans. In a standalone episode, I'll talk about Enoch's Book of Magic. I'll talk about a particular group of angels called Watchers, fallen angels, magical beings called the Nephilim, their leaders, and Shemahazi and Azael, and the magic that today we have inherited as a vital human species. From these creatures, we have passed down to us, beings who are half angels and half humans. And no matter how much God himself tried to clear magic from the minds with fruit and merit, he could not. A collection of magical knowledge called spiritual sciences remained for us. Quite simply, many of these angels are controllable. You need to know when and with what sigil and what tool to use. The best tools for summoning these angels are magic rings, sealed with the Master's permission, and can call these angels for you at certain times. One of the best application angels is the supernatural guardian dogs, Michael and Gabriel. I recommend the Michael or Michael ring because it is so powerful. Those who work the tombs know, as well as those who hunt demon in the darkest places, how useful this supernatural wild dog can be, and how useful it is to have a completely insane soldier at your disposal as an enslaved person to protect you wherever you go, even in the darkest of nights. This shadow soldier moves into your shadow, waiting at your fingertips for your commands to seize, arrest, or tear. Really, Michael is a predatory dog from the beyond.